Hey YouTube, it's Neptorka here, back for another reaction video. We have the new heroes for the month of June coming up, but before we get into that, we have the Book 9 Heaven's Fray. It looks like it's a little animation for the upcoming story that we're getting with these new heroes. So let's go ahead and take a look at that, and then we're going to get into the new heroes. Ooh. Who is she? Wait, is that the head, the leader? Alphonse. Oh, what a stud, man. Ooh. She's got really evil. Oh my gosh, really? Come on. Okay, that pose is pretty cool. Who's that? Dude, these are cool characters. Oh, little Rune. Oh, there he is. Oh, man. What's wrong with them? This is really interesting. No, my son. He realized at the last second. My little boy. Daddy. Okay. It looks interesting. I think actually the story is starting to get better and better. It's taking a while. Like, we've had like 6 chapters of being chased. Which has been pretty bad, but it looks like it could get good from better from here. So, you know, we'll see. I'm excited. Let's see what happens. But let's get into the new heroes. All right, get the quality up. Let's get started. New rearmed hero joins the battle. So it looks like we finally get
and
Noire.
I've lost my talisman, but I have to go on.
Red Archer.
I have to give it my all.
Okay.
Okay.
A little skittish. Okay. Attack speed Hex Edge. Speed Taker. Blood and Thunder. She's orcs. Pretty good if she can kill Nagi. It's not the strongest though. That's a long time ago. In today's day and age, it's a long time.
Sure. I'll do what I can.
She's dancing her. What does that mean?
All right.
What was the point of dancing her? Like, what are they trying to show? I guess we'll find out when it comes around. Okay, new heroes. See who we're getting. Awakening units. Tyrant of Despair.
I am Grima.
Grima. Like base Grima, not legendary. Okay, armored unit, so easy skip. I'm so sick of armored units, man. Armored Glacier. Violet Fire AR Briar and save. It's one of my least favorite.
You are nothing.
Like, you better not be doing stuff. Sorry, I'm looking at my puppy. She looks mischievous right now.
I am Grima.
Okay.
I am despair.
So we get another blue armor. Wonderful. Oh, demote treatment. That's me, man. You see my dog right next to my Switch 2.
Vile
Probably hard to see.
creature.
It's like right there. Oh, nope. You better leave that box alone. I haven't unboxed it yet. Attuned hero.
呪術なんて覚えなくても
Man, I don't know what.
あの子にはあの子
Not
の
a
生き
fan
方が
of
ある
the
わ
checkered
Lead on.
chests there. Not at all.
迷うわ
Sorry, I'm like really worried that she's gonna do something stupid back there. I don't want her to. Okay, she curled up. Good. As long as she's curled up, that's all that matters.
覚悟はいい
Another voice actor that needs to be fired.
それ 消えて
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm not a huge fan of the art. Wow. Holy shit, she's huge, man. What the hell? But I don't wanna. Who's this fat ass? I don't know, man. Alright, I guess we'll find out later. Alright, let's take a look at all of them. So first we have Noire. Like I've never played Awakening, so I don't know how close this is to what she should look like.
But my all
You know, she's officially out of alt hell. She got that summer alt like forever ago, and finally she's in the game. So we have Arcane Hexbow, accelerate special trigger, effective against flying foes. At the start of turn, if units HP is greater than 25%, inflicts discord on closest foes and any foe within 2 spaces of those foes. Nice support capabilities. At start of combat, if units HP is greater than or equal to 25%, grants a bonus to units attack speed, defense, res equal to 25% of foes attack. At start of combat, -4, max 14, minimum 5. Deals damage equal to 15% of units attack. Reduces damage from foes first attack by 7. And grants special cooldown count -1 to unit before unit's first attack during combat. Okay. Pretty solid. And actually, for an arcane bow to have that support skill of inflicting discord on everyone, excuse me, that's actually pretty awesome. So props to this pretty useful bow here. We have Curve Shot. We have Attack Speed Hex Edge. At start of turn, if unit is within 3 spaces of a magic staff or dragon ally, grants Anathema to unit for 1 turn. If Anathema is active on unit, grants attack speed +7 to unit. Unit deals +5 damage and reduces percentage of foes non-special, reduces damage by X% skills by 50% during combat. Okay. I thought this was going to deal with like Hexblade and whatnot, but it doesn't look like it is. Okay. Anathema, which is kind of the special effect that was introduced, I think, with Ninja Tharja last year. Okay, now she's making her way down. Ah, man, she's a terror. Okay, then she has Speed Taker 4, and then Blood and Thunder Orcs. So she has for foes within 3 rows or 3 columns centered on unit, inflicts attack speed, defense, res -5, and foe suffers +10 damage during combat. And those foes cannot recover HP during or after combat. Hell yeah. For foes within 3 rows or 3 columns under a unit inflicts debuffs, foe suffers plus 10 damage during combat. And those foes cannot recover HP during or at that's awesome. When an effect such as Feud is triggered for allies, excluding unit, that effect will also neutralize the skills cannot recover HP after combat effect on their foes. I'm interested as to whether this is actually a debuff or it's just straight up can't heal, because if this just straight up can't heal, this completely neutralizes someone like Freyr. Like, it really cripples them. So this is awesome, especially in Aether raids. If Anathema is active on unit, or if unit initiates combat, reduces damage from attacks by 60%, reduces damage from attacks by an additional 9%, and neutralizes foes' bonuses, effects that guarantee foes follow-up attacks, and effects that prevent units follow-up attacks during combat, and restores 7 HP to unit after combat. Yeah, too many ands in there. That's typo, whatever. If Anathema is active on unit, or if unit initiates combat and penalty is active on foe, foe cannot trigger specials during combat. Okay, so this is like a pretty solid tank killer, man. I mean, this is brutal. Very interesting. Okay. I like it. Will I pull for her? I don't really know. I'm not a huge fan of Noire. Her weird two-sidedness, like this right here. Her crazy side, just rubs me the wrong way. I'm like, you're too crazy. Count me out. Alright, let's move ahead. So we have Grimas, which is another colorless armor. Like, come on, guys. Make her something different. So she has Despairing Breath, grants res +3. If foe's range equal 2, calculates damage using the lower of the foe's defense or res. At start of player phase or enemy phase, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, grants Rally Spectrum. And foe cannot make a follow-up attack to unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit. Okay, that's pretty awesome. If foe initiates combat, or if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25% at start of combat, inflicts penalty on foe's attack, defense, res equal to the number of foes within 3 rows of 3 columns centered on unit times 3. Plus 5. It'll be a max of 14, and if they trigger Savior, it automatically is 14. It'll deal damage equal to 20% of units res, reduces damage from foes' attacks by 20% of units res, and inflicts special cooldown charge -1 on foe per attack during combat, and restores 7 HP to unit after combat. Man, that is... Oh, God, that's a huge mouthful. Yeah, man. I think we've got another new tank in play here. Is she a flying unit? Did I miss that? No, she's an armored unit. An armored unit that looks like a flying unit. So she has Armored Glacier. I don't know how this is compared to the other armored version of it, but boosts damage equal to 40% of units res when a special triggers. If foe's range equals 1 or unit, and unit or foe special is ready or triggered before or during combat, reduce damage from the foe's next attack by 40%. So it's basically anti-Sigurd type things. Defense res Scowl 4, Wily Fighter 4, and then attack res Briar and Save. I think we have one of these already. If a foe with range equals 1 initiates combat against an ally within 2 spaces of unit, triggers Savior on unit. If foe's range equals 1, grants attack res +4 to unit and reduces damage from foe's first attack by 5 during combat. And unit's next attack deals damage equal to 40% of foe's attack damage prior to reductions. The only problem I have with stuff like this is when it's like attack and res, it really limits like your inheritability for these, because like the only ones that are really going to want attack and res, Briar and Save, are going to be your dragon units. So it has to go to a tank, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So, I mean, it's all of... It's all around a really good tank. Near tank. Is it the best near tank in the game?
You are nothing.
I don't know about that. I mean, it does kill Tamara there, which is pretty hard. But Tamara's also not going to be able to do much damage, and so the Briar isn't going to do as much damage back. Okay, so we have a blue dragon armor, which is so stupid. So he is the demote, obviously. He gets nothing. He gets the shaft as usual because he's the man. Obstinate Breath Plus. If foe's range equal to 2, calculate damage using the lower of the foe's defense or res. At the start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, grants Spectrum 5 to unit. Reduce damage from foe's first attack by 15% of unit's attack. It inflicts special cooldown charge -1 on foe per attack. Honestly, I don't even know if this is better than some of the other regular breath skills out there. So he's pretty much just an all-around skip. Though I'm sure if you invest and get a lot of copies of him, like, this is going to be one of the most annoying savior tanks out there. So
Creature.
all right, let's see what Tharja gives us. I gotta be honest, I really don't like this checkered thing. I think it looks silly. I like this. I don't like this. So also the voice actor is gone, which is awful. Yeah, she needs to be fired.
Lead on.
Okay, we have Kindred Tome. Accelerate special trigger. For allies in the map with Anathema active and allies within 3 spaces of unit, grants attack speed +5, neutralizes penalties to attack and speed, and ally deals +7 damage during combat. Okay. That's kind of just an okay support ability. And then we have, if unit initiates combat or is within 3 spaces of an ally, grants bonus to units attack speed defense res equal to the number of allies within 3 rows of 3 columns centered on unit times 3 + 5. It'll be a max of 14 as usual. Neutralizes penalties to units attack and speed, so just like the support she gives. Unit deals +X times 5 damage and reduces damage from foes' attacks by X times 3. And X will be the number of bonus effects active on unit, excluding stat bonuses, plus the number of penalty effects active on foe, excluding stat penalties, maximum of 5. So we're looking at unit will deal +25 damage. Ooh. Reduces damage from foes' attacks by 15. At maximum effectiveness. That's actually really strong. Okay. It neutralizes effects that guarantee foes follow-up attacks and reduces percentage of foes' non-special reduced damage by X% skills by 50% during combat, and restores 7 HP to unit after combat. That's pretty strong, man. I don't know what else to say. We have Ice Wall, which is like the upgraded Glacies, I guess. And then we have her abilities, which is already dead. Grants all stats +9 at the start of player phase or enemy phase. If a unit is within 3 spaces of an ally, grants anathema and charge to unit and allies within 3 spaces of unit for 1 turn. Okay, so kind of like her ninja form, but also getting charge, which is awesome. If unit initiates combat or is within 3 spaces of an ally, grant special cooldown count -X to unit before unit's first attack. Reduces damage from attacks by X times 20. Let's skip ahead to know what X is. X equals the number of allies on the map with Anathema active. Maximum 3. So, if unit initiates combat or is within 3 spaces of an ally, grant special cooldown count -3 to unit before unit's first attack. Reduces damage from attacks by 60% and reduces damage from attacks by an additional 9 during combat. And also, if X is greater than or equal to 2, foe cannot trigger specials during combat. Woohoo! Oh, man. This is going to be a pretty deadly nuke, I think. This is pretty solid. This is like the second year in a row in which they've dropped a green attuned hero in June. That's just hits really freaking hard. We have Speed Res Havoc. I don't know if we've gotten one of these before, but at start of player phase or enemy phase, inflicts speed res -7, sabotage, and schism on foes with res less than the unit's res that are within 2 spaces of another foe through their next actions. After start of turn, skills trigger on the unit's phase, on player's phase. If the number of foes with the sabotage effect active on the map is greater than or equal to 2, grants Canto 1 to unit for 1 turn. Inflicts speed and res -4 on the foe and deals damage equal to 20% of the unit's res during combat. That's really solid. I mean, a lot of this depends on her stats. Did we get a sneaky peek at her stats earlier? We see Robin's here, but I don't think we got a peek at her. Oh, we did. 67, 56, 25, and 51. That's not good. Well, the speed... Okay. I guess I was expecting the res to be higher. Because remember, that she's getting +9 to these stats as well. So this is normally 58. This is normally 47. And this is pretty low for a modern day unit in the res department. So I don't know what I think about that. But damn. Okay. And then she has the Crux Echo, inflicts attack speed defense res -3 on foes within 3 rows or 3 columns centered around unit, and those foes suffer guaranteed follow-up attacks during combat. Okay, pretty legit. She's a stacked unit. Probably the best green tome we've had since Micaiah. Yeah, dude, damn. If I'm being honest through all this, I think Tharja here is the star of the banner. But there's gonna be some pretty good use cases for Noire. I don't think the 2 Grimas are gonna be very popular at all, if I'm being completely honest. I'm interested to see where this story goes. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. If I pull, I'm gonna be pulling for the Tharja. But I think that's the only one that I'm gonna pull for. Otherwise, I think we have a batch of at least. I think Tharja and Noire are interesting. I think Grima, the 2 Grimas are just run of the mill saviors. I just don't think there's too much special out of them. There is kind of a underlying theme through this one, and that is getting past those units that like kind of cleanse the start of turn debuffs. So like with Anathema and so forth, and also like negating healing big time, because I think that's a huge problem right now, is the amount of just busted healing that we're getting from everywhere. Like, you try and kill something, like I get close to killing Nidhogger, and then Nidhogger is just like, oh, before you can attack me again, and you ting me, like I'm gonna heal for 21 points of health, and it's just annoying. So hopefully this starts to bring down some of those units. We'll see. The only worrying thing is like the units that they chose to go against. Let's see, in this one, who did they choose? They chose Nagi, which is kind of an outdated dragon by now. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but she's kind of out of the loop compared to some of the far saviors that we've gotten recently. I mean, just look at Black Knight. And then I will say Tharja looks like she's. I mean, this Alear is no slouch. She does have type advantage, but still, I think she's gonna be able to nuke down units pretty well. And I also like the fact that she gives so much mobility to everyone, with the assault troop kind of spreading all over the place. So that's actually pretty cool. So overall, I would say Tharja and Noire are good choices. I would avoid the Grimas. I just don't think that they're worth it. Pull for green and red. However, do remember that we are going to be getting bikinis soon. Like within a couple of days. I don't think it's going to go too far into June. Usually the bikinis come before the new heroes in June, but I guess they switched up this year. So bikinis part 1's coming. Here's to hoping we get Regan and Sharena duo unit. I mean, I can only wish so much, but yeah, that's gonna be it for this. I'm sorry I was late to getting this. I had to go get my Switch, so I'm pretty excited for that. Tomorrow morning we're gonna be streaming, the unboxing, and we're gonna play some Mario Kart, so it's gonna be fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope everything is good with you guys, and well, I will catch you guys in the next one. Neptorka out. See you guys.